Okay, so we have a positive point charge, therefore its electric field is a radially outward field. This is a negative point charge, so its electric field is a radially inward field pattern. Because the magnitude of this charge is twice the magnitude of that charge, we must draw double the number of field lines originating from this charge compared to the number of field lines ending at this charge here. What we have to draw is the resultant field. So the resultant of these field patterns. We know that the field strength follows the inverse square law. So at region near this charge, the resultant field will basically be the field due to this charge. Likewise, when we are at region very near this point charge, then the resultant field looks basically like the field due to this charge alone. Because when you are near this charge, the field of the other guy is actually quite small, quite negligible compared to your own field. Likewise, when you're near here, this guy's field dominates over the other guy's field. So the resultant field is basically this guy's field. But what about in between? So the fact that this charge has double the magnitude means that its field can extend longer before it's distorted by the other guy's field. So bear that in mind. It is sort of this field can propagate further before it gets distorted. So with this in mind, you have a good idea on how to sketch, So let me first sketch the obvious one, the one that joins the positive charge to the negative charge. Now I'm going to draw the field line of this guy. Remember, it can extend further before it gets distorted. So maybe it will look something like this. So it goes further before it gets distorted by this guy's field. Let me draw one more. So go further before it gets turned in by this charge. You can draw something symmetrical on the other side. Okay, I need 3 more field lines here. So they'll start off basically at 45 degrees, but just draw them being distorted by the other charge. So this one also come up at 45 degrees, but just show it being distorted. Oh, so I'm done with the 8 field lines for the negative charge. The other field lines here is very easy. You just draw them as if they are undistorted first. When they're far enough, just show them curve a bit. Just curve it a bit towards the negative charge when it's far enough. Right, just curve it a bit. So I'm going to add 3 more field lines here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. See how easy it is? So the key idea is this has a stronger field and therefore it can extend further before it gets distorted. So it's not going to be a symmetrical field pattern. Yeah, you look asymmetrical like this. I used 16 field lines and 8 field lines. You could have used 8 and 4, 6 and 3. No, 6 and 3 will be too few field lines. But from experience, I think 16 and 8 works out the best. Somehow it's the easiest to draw when you have 16 and 8 here. Okay, go and practice on your own. Ta-ta!